It's kind of crazy, but I've been on YouTube for almost 10 years now, and I have 20 something K subscribers, and I barely break 200 views per post, which is kind of crazy because I felt like by now, if you're asked 2015 Kevin, I feel like I'd be a lot further along. But I made some crucial mistakes on this channel. And today I kind of want to share some of the lessons that I kind of wish I realized sooner, some of the things that I wish I did sooner, not only for the YouTube, but also like, you know, jujitsu or business and stuff too, because they're universal for everything. By the way, if you see all these decorations and stuff, I'm at my favorite coffee shop in Saigon, and it's New Year's, so it's pretty cool. But anyways, let's kind of get into it. And I also want to share some of the new updates that I have for this channel too, which I'm so excited about. And for the first time in my long time, I feel like I'm actually making decent momentum with the channel. And so, thank you. And so the first thing that I realized that I should have done way sooner was get feedback loops and build feedback loops in my YouTube business and all that. Everything from the thumbnails to the titles to all this sort of stuff. If you check out the history of this channel, I've done over 1,000 something, 1,200 video. I think over 1,200 videos on this channel, which is kind of low key insane. I never thought I would produce so many of those videos. But the crazy thing was a lot of those videos that you kind of see were just like the same videos over and over again. I didn't really experiment with different formats or looking at outliers or looking at what other people are doing or finding unique ways to make my content different. I just kind of just spam the same thing over and over again. And it wasn't until, when I started doing PTYA from Ali Abdaal, where I started thinking more strategically like this, where I realized that I just don't have a lot of feedback. And then when I did my YouTube mastermind, I realized that, oh, this feedback really helps because it's helping me identify what's working, what's catching people's eyes, what's interesting, what's not interesting. And sometimes one of the most dangerous things in business is just working in a silo way too long. And that was a mistake I did, right? And it gets lonely and it gets frustrating. And I felt so trapped by the YouTube algo where for a long time I actually kind of lost hope in this channel too. Yes, it's easy to beat myself up over, the algorithm doesn't know who I am. It's very confusing. I take full responsibility of it because at the end of the day, I was the one that decided to ship the content that I do have on this channel. And I do have other channels too, which are pretty cool too. So that I'm actually growing as well. Which leads me to the second thing. As I reflect, the second mistake I kind of made was like actually doing everything alone. The biggest like change I ever made in my business was actually learning to let go and hire really great people. And when I started doing this, not only did I have feedback loops all of a sudden where it wasn't just my opinion in this ecosystem, but these people could do the things that I really hated in the channel. So right now, currently with the YouTube channel, I have a thumbnail designer. I have a social media manager who's doing all my Instagram newsletters and all that sort of stuff. It's still me. I still record content and still record yappings, and who else I have? I have a video editor too. But for so long, I was just doing everything myself. And if I would tell Pharmacy Kevin, like, yo, Kevin, maybe it's a smart idea that since you have money, maybe you should try learning how to hire and do those leadership things. And this is where the Asian mentality will really you over, where it's like for so long I was always taught to bootstrap things, figure things out by myself, do everything by myself, where that really is good if you're an individual contributor for a business or a company or something like that. But as a business owner, it's probably one of the dumbest things that you can do for yourself. And so this last, I would say, year, I've been really working on trying to hire out people to help me with this channel who really love doing the tasks I hate. And that's all they want to do. And so, like, for example, I have my EA/VA, and all she does is upload the videos, put in the thumbnails, like keep our Notion really tidy, manages all that. And that is really, she just loves doing that. And knowing that I can just pay her and support her to do something that she loves, which is kind of mundane in my opinion, that's been a game changer. And one of the new things I'm just hiring for this channel right now is actually a script writer. And the only thing I really want to do on this channel is kind of like plan out the content strategy, maybe do some edits on the scripts, see the final products, and just like run with it and just shoot all the time. Like, honestly, I want to turn this into a machine where I just shoot daily. And so, yeah, letting go everything was like the best decision I've made in the last 10 years. Yes, I've had like editors for this channel and stuff like that, but I never really thought about it as like a business operation or a content operation. I think where people really kind of resonate with me are the stories I tell, the unique perspectives I have, the vulnerability of feeling like not good enough sometimes, right? Like I was really in a dark place, not gonna lie. Like over the last like few years, like I felt since I was doing everything alone and I didn't have anyone else on the team, I felt like, dude, I freaking suck at YouTube. I'm not meant for this. But in reality, I just didn't have the right systems that could keep us consistent in shipping videos every single week. And now that I've made some cool key hires who like video editor, like for example, a video editor who can ship videos within like 24 or 48 hours, that's been a game changer. And I realized I was just holding on to contractors, old editors and stuff like that, who really great people. They're actually really good at their job, but they weren't keeping up with the pace of my vision. And I was letting myself like the opinion of, I don't know, maybe people pleasing, how people thought about me take over versus like the vision of where I want this YouTube channel to go, where I just really want to help and give some of the best business advice, life advice out there on the internet. I really do think I have a gift for that, but I don't know. That's me. You can tell me in the comments whether I'm just Delulu or not. And then I think the third mistake, if I were really, really, really reflect on it, was just like relying way too much on hard work, to be honest with you. Like, don't get me wrong, I think hard work was really, really important during my pharmacy era. It was really important during like the early days of this YouTube channel. But there's a certain point in every single business where hard work only gets you so far and it only does so much for you. And so, yeah, like I relied on it so much. Like I remember coming back during my pharmacy days, like I would wake up in the morning, shoot a video in front of the kitchen in the JK house and all that, rush to work, make it to the coffee shop by about 6:30, do an hour 30 of deep work, I guess, open the pharmacy and all that, and work a 12-hour shift, finish it, go to another coffee shop in K-Town that was open till like, I don't know, 10 or 11 o'clock, get another 2 hours of work. I would edit on my lunch break at work too. And then, yeah, that was like my on days. And sometimes I would have off days and I'll work on the channel a little bit more, but I was so exhausted. And that's where I feel like, I'm not saying hard work is not important. It definitely is to a point, but I feel like it's definitely overrated and there's diminishing returns from it. And I kind of wish there was like a coach or something like that to tell me that, hey, Kevin, you're working way, way too hard. It's not sustainable. And when I look at my whole entire life, I felt like I was always kind of like that, where I was low key kind of like relying way too much on hard work a lot of times. Where like when I look at my high school career, I was expected to get really, really good grades, to get into the best colleges, to do all this like high performance stuff, when I never really got guidance on like from a coach or like got guidance of what to do. I was just kind of expected to just like, hey, you need to figure it out. This is like something you're going to do, just figure it out. And it's kind of fucked up, right? It's kind of like, you know, if you're doing jujitsu or MMA, you wouldn't just like throw someone and be like, hey, get punched in the face and just do it over and over again. Everybody has a coach. And so I feel like getting really good fundamentals of a really great coach is important in all aspects, rather than just trying to bootstrap it yourself. But in terms of the direction of this channel, I kind of feel, yes, like on the outside, I can look at this and be like, oh my God, my channel is dying, which I've said in the past. But for the first time in my life, I feel like we have a lot of momentum, right? Like I've this last few months, I've just really gone and just hired really, really amazing people. We're building a really great culture. We're hiring more and more editors. I'm like literally, well, so I have one really, really good editor. My head editor quit last year, which really set back the channel. And I was like, I never want to be like this again. So now I have one really good editor, one other editor I'm testing out, and another third editor, which I'm trying to onboard right now, which is pretty insane if you think about like all the different people that we have. And I just don't have these people just for sake of. I just really want to scale my content and stuff and just do really, really great content for you guys. And I don't know. I think a huge part of my life is just, especially in Asia, is just kind of like living it up and stuff, and not just being in my room all the time so I can share really, really great stories and experiences. Like there's so many cool things that have happened. I've been able to travel all over the place. Like last time I shot up this kind of podcast thing, I was like in a rice field in Vietnam, but now I'm like here during like, I don't know, New Year's, Tet. I'm here with like my friend over here too. And there's just like so much cool stuff that is happening. And so I just love documenting all this sort of stuff. I gotta center myself. Yeah, I've been yapping for a bit, but yeah, those I just want to say I'm just like really, really excited for the momentum that is happening right now. And I more than ever, I feel so close to just doing the one thing I just love doing, just shooting the videos and letting my team just take over everything else. But yeah, like I don't know. I just for the longest time I just felt like I wasn't making any progress. But I think it's a really, really great reminder for my future self who is listening to this, or maybe if you're working on a project or something, it's just to remind yourself that so much can change in such a short amount of time. So I think that's something always really cool to realize and remember too. All right, guys, that's pretty much it. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace, mug people. Bye.